up, guys? Today on PG Nano Farm, my mom's gonna talk about the two different types of incubators and why it's important to know the difference. Booyah!
Guys, welcome back to PG Nano Farm. I'm Linda, and like my son had said earlier, we are going to talk about the two main different styles of incubators that you will probably be using as a backyard hobbyist. There are two styles of incubators that any backyard hobbyist may have. You could have a still air incubator, or you could have a forced air incubator. It's important to know what kind of incubator you're working with to increase your hatch rate. Between the two isn't a lot. The main difference is forced air incubator will have a fan, while the still air incubator will not have a fan and just a heating element. So the first incubator I want to talk about is the forced air incubator. Now, we already discussed that it is the one that has a fan. So what happens is the fan will be blowing directly onto the heating element. And what that does is it causes the heat to disperse more evenly throughout the incubator from top to bottom. Now, you will still have cold spots and areas to where the temperature will dip, but it won't be as extreme as with the still air incubator. Now, the still air incubator is only primarily heated by a heating element, whether it's light bulbs or an actual heating element. They're usually placed on top of the incubator facing down towards the eggs. So what that causes is a higher heat on the top portion of the incubator, and the heat temperature drops as you go down the egg. So many of you are probably wondering, why is this important? Why should we know the two different styles of incubators? Well, I'm going to share that right now. It's going to cause a temperature range of where you want to set your eggs when incubating. A forced air incubator will require a lower temperature than a still air incubator. And it's also important to know that if you're reading directions from an article or watching a YouTuber creator hatch eggs, that you are following directions for the appropriate incubator that they are using, or the one that you have yourself. Knowing this alone will increase your hatch rates. Forced air incubators are going to require a lower temperature setting within the incubator than that of one of the still air incubator. A forced air incubator, the one with the fan, is going to want about 100 degrees to 100.5 degrees temperature to have a successful hatch. And that's through day 1 through 18. Once you get into lockdown, you're going to even want to lower it just slightly more, probably down to 98.5, 99, whatever you can get, because I know sometimes it's really hard to hit those specific numbers. But with the still air incubator, you're going to want to have a higher temperature. You're going to want to aim for like 102 degrees. And the reason I say this is because the heat settles to the top of the incubator, and it doesn't penetrate throughout the egg, so the lower half of the egg is going to be colder. Now, you will take your time to rotate those eggs as often as you can, and while doing that, you're going to maintain a better temperature for them to hatch successfully. So as you can see, knowing the difference between these two incubators will help you achieve a higher hatch rate, because temperature plays a huge role in incubating your eggs. You want those eggs to be at a really good temp. If your temperatures are way too low for the style of incubator you have, you're going to have slow growth of that chick, and that's going to cause possible health issues, and a lot of times those chicks do not survive. If you have your temperatures too hot, those chicks are going to be hatching at a faster rate. They won't have as many health issues as too low, but it's still not good and can cause possible death in the shell. So I just wanted you guys to be aware of the two kinds of incubators. Look at your incubator, see what you have. Let me know down below if you have an incubator, and let me know if it's still air or forced air. My next video is going to be on the equipment that I recommend to increase your hatch rates for incubating. And I'm going to share a bonus. It's also going to tell you why I don't like using egg turners. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Have fun hatching those eggs.